Join us for a special edition of The Green Room.
Hey ladies, this month we have a really important and powerful discussion lined up for you in The Green Room. We'll be tackling some personal and relevant issues that many women face, such as cancer and domestic violence. These topics are really close to our hearts, and we hope you'll join us to shed light on them. We encourage you to share this with your sisters and friends because what we'll be discussing could truly be life-changing. Someone out there might depend on hearing this information. So without further ado, let's dive into the live interview with our amazing host.
Step into the extraordinary Green Room, a realm like no other. Within these walls, we delve into tales of resilience, inspiration, and the profound significance of authenticity. Here, our unwavering focus lies on the profound healing and profound wisdom gained from life's trials and triumphs. Allow yourself to be guided by the remarkable Dr. Mischell Gee, a beacon of guidance, compassion, and spiritual illumination, as she leads us on an extraordinary odyssey to release the burdens that shackle us and embrace the finest versions of ourselves. Unite with us in the transformative Green Room encounter and embark on an awe-inspiring journey towards unparalleled personal growth. You may come to the Green Room broken, but in this room you will be healed. The wait is over and the time is now. Let's join Dr. G with this week's guest. It will be amazing.
And welcome to the Green Room. It's like no other week. Of course, I'm excited. I'm excited anytime I can gather in the Green Room with my sister friends and spread the message of hope, the message of love, the message of peace, the message that the wait is over and the time is now. I waited patiently on the Lord. I'm just going to tell you, I waited patiently on the Lord, and He heard my cry and delivered me from all of my enemies. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and He will strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. You know, we've been trucking along in this month of October, trying to bring awareness to breast cancer. You know, it plagues African American women at a disproportionate rate, and it's for the lack of knowledge that our people perish. There's so many brave sisters in our community and in our families that have battled and are battling this disease and are kicking its butt. You know, and it does not have to be what it is. And I hope that this month you've gotten something from some of the women that we brought in the Green Room and tried to inspire you, either educate you, inspire you, encourage you, to nudge you, and, you know, maybe perhaps have you go out and get you a mammogram and have yourself checked out, or become active and volunteer or donate. The many things that we've kind of pushed this month with breast cancer. This is our last week. And I just thought it to be a wonderful way to end tonight with our guests in the Green Room. And tonight I'm so excited because we have Tawana Sykes in the Green Room. And welcome, Tawana. Welcome to the Green Room.
Thank you.
You know, I know you watch the Green Room, so I like to start off with a weight story. You know, I think weight stories are very inspirational and encouraging, and I oftentimes listen to some of the old episodes and listen to some of the women's weights in my low moments, and it takes me another pace or two. And so we want to talk about, for our sister friends, a time you had to wait and what you learned in the waiting.
A time I had to wait recently was going back to school and getting my bachelor's degree. I had a good job, husband making six figures. My older two kids had already got their bachelor's degree. My daughter, the last 2 years, she had just graduated high school with her associate's degree. And I thought, well, maybe it is my time to go back and get my degree. You know, since I had the job, I was thinking, well, I don't need a degree to do what I'm doing. Most of my supervisors didn't have a degree. But then a part of me felt like I had to do it for me. So I told a couple friends about my decision, and they said, well, what you gonna do? You gonna switch jobs? You don't need a degree. Why? You know, it's a waste of time. But then I had one friend who actually took my hand and walked with me to EWC campus, went from advisor to the register office to making sure I had everything set up, and I enrolled in school, and me and my daughter graduated the same year with our bachelor's degree. She graduated from FAMU, and I graduated from EWC. So for me, it was a long time coming. And my husband was so proud of me after I decided to go through with what I was doing. I had took classes previously, but I would always stop. And he was like, Tawana, if you want to do it, just do it full force. And I never did. So that was one of my recent weights. And it's a burden lifted off me. So I'm glad that I did go back to school and get my degree.
And so I think Green Room Nation, the moral is it's never too late. You know, it's never too late to go back and finish something you started. I think as women, we're forced to put our hands to the plow and to move it to do something else that's more pressing at the time, or to do whatever our window is dictating at the time. But it's never too late to go back and discover your first love, or to go back and try again, or to begin again. And I'm so excited. I was there when you graduated, and I felt like a little parent watching you. I was like, Hercules, my baby got her degree. I was so excited for you. I know that it didn't come easy. And like you said, at this point in life, not even, really needing it for your job, but just doing it for yourself. You rock, girl. You rock. You're a bad girl. You're bad. You're bad. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I prayed when they brought the idea to me to dedicate this month to bringing awareness to breast cancer with all of our green room shows. We've got 5 Tuesdays in this month, and for 4 Tuesdays, we're highlighting breast cancer awareness. And I pray and I ask God to show me the women that I needed to bring into the green room in order to touch our thousands of viewers that tune in with us every week. And you were the first person God showed me. Wow. It's crazy. And so I mentioned to our mutual friend that God had showed me, and I said, I'm going to ask her. She said, she's kind of shy. I say, God showed me. That means she's coming. I said, she coming. I said, she coming and she going to talk. So, I'm so glad when you decided to come. I think your story is good because you're 15 years into your remission.
Yes. Thank you.
And so there's so much life left. Things happen to you and it sucks the life out of you. And you think, is it really going to be worth it? And what's it like on the other side? And it looked good on the other side. Tell us about your diagnosis and your journey.
The hardest part, I would say, for me, it was dealing with my kids. At the time, they were 7 and 11 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So they didn't understand. During this time, I never wore a wig. So for me to drop them off to practice, pick them up from practice, and the kids would laugh and joke at them because their mom was bald-headed because I went through the chemo and the treatments I was going through. And I brought a book, so we sat down and read the book, and it had pictures in there so they can age appropriate, help them understand. And I was like, I'd rather be bald-headed versus not being able to be here with you all, to do certain things with you. So, and I told them at that time, kids gonna laugh and talk about you if you in special ed. They'll talk about you if you're doing good grades. They're gonna call you a nerd. So my thing was to stay focused on whatever you do, be true to yourself, and you can't let what others say stop you from doing what you need to do. I also had to be strong for my family. At the time, I didn't really know much about breast cancer. I guess I was ignorant. I always thought that it was a Caucasian disease, and very few blacks talked about it. So by me not ever wearing a wig, it gave me the opportunity to share my story with other people. They see me in the mall, they see me at church, they see me at the football games. I was like, hey, what happened to your hair? And I said, cancer. And they said, what? So I said, I had breast cancer at a young age and all the treatment I'm going through. And it gave me an opportunity to share my story with other people at church, and just wherever I went, I would talk about it. So I think that kind of was a positive thing for me. It made my healing process easier. I had a lot of guardian angels, I call them, survivor sisters, sister friends who kind of stepped up to the plate and kind of helped me through my journey. Sometimes you just don't want to feel like getting out of bed, don't want to eat, don't want to do anything, and you get a phone call and say, hey, I'm at the front door with some juice, or hey, I just want to pray for you, or whatever. That kind of helped me along my way. And then again, I had a lot of people who didn't understand what I was going through, and they didn't know how to approach me. So the way they dealt with it was just pulling back. And I believe it's a season for everything, a time for everything. And, eventually they came around, and I was still me, and they told me later I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't watch you go through what you was going through. So that was some of the.
All right.
Yep.
And your children, they got past it.
They got past it.
Let's talk about how did you deal with your husband? How did that go?
Well, he's in the medical field. So his thing was he was always able to help others. And for him not to be able to help his own wife was very hard on him. So, but we got through it. Had some of the best doctors, and when you have cancer, it's not only the oncologist that you see, and it's a team that you don't even know about, and they present your case to other doctors and try to get the best result for you. Age, what type of cancer it is, it's all other kind of stuff. And now they have a even better technology to help with diagnosing cancer early, and different treatments that they have out there.
So how did you discover your cancer?
It was March it was spring break, and my daughter she laid back on my chest, and it felt like something just went all the way through my body. And when she held up, I pushed her up, and
We hate to interrupt because we know the content is really great and the information being shared is amazing. We truly believe that this information can change people's lives. However, we do have bills to pay, so we would like to take a moment to hear from our sponsors. If you're interested in advertising on the Inspired TV network or the Green Room, please contact us today. We would love to have you as an advertiser. Now, let's take a break for some commercials, and we'll be right back with the scheduled programming.
Are you in search of a sanctuary for your precious little ones? Look no further. At Harvest Time Christian Academy, we offer the ideal haven. Our passionate team, comprised of both devoted educators and compassionate caregivers, is well-versed in both biblical teachings and academic excellence. From the tiniest cherubs to curious toddlers, we are here to deeply enrich your child's life. Reach out to us today for further details. Rest assured, we provide flexible pricing options and a daycare experience that is imbued with nothing but warmth and affection. Together, let's create a nurturing environment for your little miracles to thrive.
Step into the vibrant world of the NAACP Community Voice podcast, where passion and conversation collide every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Imagine immersing yourself in the thought-provoking discussions on the Inspired Television Network, or tuning in effortlessly via Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and our captivating social media platforms. Circle this date on your calendar as we invite you to embark on a journey of connection and empowerment. Together, let's dive into the heart of the matters that truly resonate with our community. Get ready to ignite your voice and make a difference.
Are you ready to kickstart your own online show? Have you always dreamed of broadcasting to the world on Facebook? Well, Inspired Television Networks has an exciting offer just for podcasters like you. Imagine having your show recorded in our state-of-the-art studios and broadcasted to over 50 million homes worldwide. And the best part? It's available at an unbelievably low price of just $350. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, join the revolution and become a part of our network today. Don't wait. Give us a call now because we're actively seeking new programs. Are you feeling unheard and wondering if you should join the world of social media? With so many options like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube, it can be overwhelming. But what if we told you that we could help you get noticed? Our network, with over 1 million followers on platforms like Roku and Amazon Fire Stick, can direct their attention towards you and help you build your own platform. It doesn't matter if you don't have fancy equipment like cameras and lights, because what truly matters is what you have to say. So why not give us a call today? We can solve your problems and get you up and running, reaching thousands of people tomorrow. Our services are affordable, and our trained experts know exactly how to help you brand yourself.
Let the church say amen.
K-Good Productions presents Gospel Fest 2023, featuring the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Saturday, November 18th at the Paxton Revival Center. Sing the Canton Spirituals. And the Swanee Quintet. Gospel Fest 2023, November 18th, 5 p.m. at the Paxton Revival Center, 5461 Commonwealth Avenue in Jacksonville. Tickets available at Eventbrite. For info, 904-813-0085.
They know how bad it can be out here, and they do nothing about it. They said they had cameras, but they never worked. They never said you wouldn't feel safe in your own apartment if you or a loved one were assaulted at your apartment or a business. Call the Daniels Law Firm at 904-432-1219. That's 904-432-1219.
Touched and it was a knot about the size of a pea. So when my husband got home, I told him about it. And the next day I went to my primary and he immediately sent me to the surgeon. And within that same week, I was having surgery. So it was a real fast process. They did a biopsy, and when the biopsy came back, they said, yes, it was, the following week I had surgery, it was cancerous. So I had to do the chemo, radiation, I had a lumpectomy, and then I had to take tamoxifen for 5 years. So it was a lot.
Okay.
But I'm grateful.
And so now that you've had the diagnosis, what does this look like as far as follow-up or as far as continuing to be on top of your health or what's going on? What does that look like after you've had a cancer diagnosis?
Well, at first I was following up every 3 months, and then it was every 6 months, and then it was once a year, and then now I just go back yearly for my checkups. So.
No, that's pretty cool. Okay, I just wondered how they did that. How often they make you keep coming in. I know you develop family and friends, and I go to pain management every week, and it's like everybody in the office. It becomes family. And so when you miss a week or when you don't go or somebody maybe gets another doctor, it's like you lost your cousin or something. It's like really a part of family. You've lived 15 years on the other side of it. You've got plenty of life ahead of you. What are some of the things you're passionate about? What do you do now? What's the light at the end of the tunnel? Give us the light at the end of the rainbow.
Encouraging women to do your self-breast exam. Don't miss your appointments. If you feel you need to talk to someone, if you need someone to walk with you, be encouraged. This too shall pass.
Okay. All right. And so you're still working?
Unfortunately.
You play the lottery?
I'm still working.
Okay. You're still working. You're still living. You now have your children are how old now? They were 7 and 8 then, and now they're what?
22 and 25.
So God bless you to raise your children, see them graduate, reach some milestones, and you got some grandkids?
5 grandkids.
And you got your 5 grandkids. Isn't God good? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
So,
what advice could you give women that have been dreading, getting the mammogram? Maybe they've lost somebody or they know someone that had cancer, and there's a population that feels like if I don't know, I don't have to worry about it. Let's talk to that sister that's not worried about it, or what can you say to her?
Well, I think it's the fear of the unknown. So for me, I want to know. I want to know what's going on and how can we attack the problem. Like I say, just be encouraged and go for your mammograms. That's the first step,
Go for your mammogram. So even if you don't want to go.
Go.
You heard it from Tawana Sykes. If you don't want to go, go. All right, when you go and they call you and they tell you this is your diagnosis, then what?
Well, for me, when I first found out about my diagnosis, it was like an out-of-body experience. You hear it, but you don't hear it. I would say have someone with you when you get that call, or when you go back to that appointment. When I went for my appointment, took my kids. And after the doctor told me it was cancer, we walked to the car and I just boo-hoo cried. So at that age, they thinking, mom's gonna die or something. So I would say having a good support system. And there are people out there, I would say, that's in the valley, negative. They tell you, oh, your toenail's gonna turn black, they're gonna fall off, your hair all this is a process, but it do affect people differently. So, you have to not be in the valley with them. Just take one step at a time, stay focused, put questions in your phone, write down questions when you go to the doctor, because I know when I went, it's like I couldn't remember what I wanted to say, what I thought about, what I was feeling. The taste was different, your smell, your body smell is different. Simple stuff like that, the doctors need to know about it.
That's good. That's real good right there. That's good. Until you walk in a person's shoes, you can never say what you would do, what you wouldn't do, how you would handle something, how you wouldn't. I think as women, sometimes we can be very insensitive with each other, saying, girl, if it was me, I would do this, or I don't know how you take that because I couldn't take that, or, that kind of thing. I think one of our sister friends on one of our other segments talked about, during this time, you need positivity. You don't need to hear all the negative and all the bad things that have happened. And if your opinion on how something is being handled isn't a positive opinion or an uplifting opinion, you should consider keeping your opinion to yourself. I know you probably got some negative energy along with the positive energy. And when you're going through things, you don't really feel like speaking on it. So I'm speaking for them tonight. Keep your thoughts to yourself. If you can't say nothing positive and nothing uplifting, shut your mouth.
Live life to the fullest. Enjoy whatever you can while you are here. Life is not promised. One of my things, I even brought me a motorcycle.
Tell her, okay. I was wondering who was going to talk about this alter ego. So let's talk about this motorcycle, girl. What you driving? What you doing?
I have a Harley Davidson. So just getting out, just enjoying the scenery and just being in the open air, and just a mental thing. You don't think about nothing else. You just out there and just relaxing. You focused on the traffic and everything, but mentally it clears your mind, clears my mind rather.
So you're riding this motorcycle, and little birdie told me you be traveling. You going places now, girl? You
my
going
sister
places?
Friends just drag me along with them.
That's right. I believe when God gives you a new yes or a new mercy, that we should take advantage of it. We should take advantage of it. And let's bask in His glory so that others want to experience the fullness of Him and His grace. I believe you make God look good when you get on that motorcycle. They be like, I remember Tawana when they was having breast cancer games in her name, and she was on the prayer list at church, and now she's hopping on that motorcycle and got the wind on her face, or she's running through the airport with her suitcase.
Yeah. Before cancer, I would never thought about a motorcycle or traveling and flying and all that stuff like that. So it changed you. It really changed you.
And you got to be willing to go with the change. Nobody likes change but a baby. They want that diaper change, and as humans, we don't like change, but change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. We must change, and we must be changed. And I think God puts each of us in a situation. Yours might have been breast cancer. I believe mine may be MS. God puts us in a situation where we can become changed and then be change agents. And that's what this month is all about. It's about being change agents. It's about educating the community. It's about showing you women that are thriving, that are living, women that are, everyday people just like me and you, that have beat this thing, that came up with the survivor instinct and on the good and the other side of it. And I'm so glad we had the opportunity to highlight them and to bring their stories to the stage and to bring it to you, Green Room Nation. We've got some information that's going to be on the screen in reference to where you can go people, we're going to talk about women that don't have insurance. There are mammogram mobiles, and there are so many opportunities. You're going to see some numbers come across the screen that you can try to call for resources. So don't let your insurance or your lack thereof be a reason that you don't get yourself checked out. There's so many resources out there. Technology has gone so far. This thing does not have to have you. You can have it. And I thank God tonight that you had it and it didn't have you, and you're here today. And we can pack those suitcases and we can get on those planes from time to time, girl. But anyway, the wait is over. The time is now.
Do not leave us, there is more to come.
And welcome back to the Green Room. Tonight's testimony by Tawana Sykes was so amazing. It hit home, didn't it? How many times have we known something was going on in our bodies and just shrugged our shoulders or just didn't pursue it? I'm so glad Tawana had the fortitude to say something wasn't right and to move forward. Most early stage breast cancers in the U.S. are found with screening mammograms before any of the warning signs or symptoms appear. However, breast cancer is also fine when there are warning sounds like Tawana had. So it's important to be aware of these signs and to see a healthcare provider if you notice any changes in your breast. Warning signs of breast cancer are not the same for all women. The most common warning signs are a change in the look or feel of your breast, a change in the look or feel of your nipple, or maybe even nipple discharge. Now, many women find their breasts lumpy because breast tissue naturally is lumpy. Some women have more lumpiness than others, but in most cases, the lumpiness is no need to worry. So don't get worried. But if the lumpiness can be felt through the breast and it does not feel like your other breasts, then you should make a big deal out of it. Know your body. Do your self-exams. Be your own hero. Listen, this disease does not have to affect African American women at the disproportionate alarming rate that it does if we do our homework. We pick up the phone and we call our sisters and we tell her everything else about our new job, about the hair we found on sale, about the latest handbag we picked up, about the recipe we're going to cook on Sunday. Why not be a party of two and call someone and tell them, hey, have you had your mammogram? If not, why don't you schedule it? And if you're a little afraid, I'll go with you. We've got to be our sister's keeper. It's me, Mischell Gee. I'm still here in the green room, and I'm sounding the alarm. The wait is over, and the time is now.
We hope that after listening to this show and hearing the inspiring stories of survivors, you'll be motivated to make decisions that will protect your life, your loved ones, and your ability to overcome any challenges. We truly appreciate your engagement and interest in the show. If it has been a catalyst for change in your life, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can email us, message us on social media, or call the Inspire Networks to share your thoughts and ideas. We consider it a blessing to have you as part of our Green Room community. On behalf of Dr. Gee and our entire staff, thank you for watching the Green Room.
You've been a part of the Green Room community. During our time together, you've seen some incredible changes in our host's life, both physically and emotionally. Our amazing teacher and guest coaches have been kind enough to give you an exclusive look into their lives, all with the goal of helping you transform your own life. Your ongoing support means the world to us as it allows us to maintain a safe and inclusive space where we can all come together, share our stories, struggles, and experiences, and work towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. We can't wait to see you the next time we gather in the Green Room. You're now part of our family.
Do you enjoy helping people? Are you able to give good advice? Maybe you should develop that skill. You should become a life coach. Take a class 1 day a week for 90 minutes for 12 weeks in the comfort of your home and become a certified life coach. Or maybe you are currently a life coach. We can help you monetize your business with our training. A new virtual class is starting soon in Jacksonville. learning to become a life coach. For more information, go to www.powercoach.info or call 904-719-6324. If you are already a life coach and want to take it further, ask our counselors about our new Training the Trainers coaching program and become certified to teach life coaches.
They know how bad it can be out here, and they do nothing about it. They said they had cameras, but they never worked. They never said you wouldn't feel safe in your own apartment. If you or a loved one were assaulted at your apartment or a business, call the Daniels Law Firm at 904-432-1219. That's 904-432-1219.
Are you ready to kickstart your own online show? Have you always dreamed of broadcasting to the world on Facebook? Well, Inspired Television Networks has an exciting offer just for podcasters like you. Imagine having your show recorded in our state-of-the-art studios and broadcasted to over 50 million homes worldwide. And the best part? It's available at an unbelievably low price of just $350. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, join the revolution and become a part of our network today. Don't wait. Give us a call now because we're actively seeking new programs.
Are you in search of a sanctuary for your precious little ones? Look no further. At Harvest Time Christian Academy, we offer the ideal haven. Our passionate team, comprised of both devoted educators and compassionate caregivers, is well-versed in both biblical teachings and academic excellence. From the tiniest cherubs to curious toddlers, we are here to deeply enrich your child's life. Reach out to us today for further details. Rest assured, we provide flexible pricing options and a daycare experience that is imbued with nothing but warmth and affection. Together, let's create a nurturing environment for your little miracles to thrive.
It's not often that we get to hear what churchgoers really think, so let's hear it from them. We asked a few of our regular attendees what they think makes our church so special.
I love the way the bishop dissects the word.
You wouldn't believe how you would sit there and sometimes you wouldn't really want to go home because the message can get so good to you sometimes. It's like you're in a hospital, they cutting you open, dissecting you and putting back in what you need.
One thing is this church. It changed my life.
Is one great thing that happened under this ministry that my husband gave his life to Christ, and we've been serving the Lord ever since.
Oh, I would tell them, girl, I got the church for you to come to.
I visited a few churches, but none of them made me feel like South Carolina home and New York home. And everybody here is so loving. I love.
Well, I'm just from Gap, so I love the church.
We invite you to join us this Sunday and experience the wonderful community that our church has to offer.
Step into the vibrant world of the NAACP Community Voice podcast, where passion and conversation collide every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Imagine immersing yourself in the thought-provoking discussions on the Inspired Television Network, or tuning in effortlessly via Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and our captivating social media platforms. Circle this date on your calendar as we invite you to embark on a journey of connection and empowerment. Together, let's dive into the heart of the matters that truly resonate with our community. Get ready to ignite your voice and make a difference.
Let the church say amen.
K Good Productions presents Gospel Fest 2023, featuring the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Saturday, November 18th at the Paxton Revival Center. Sing the Canton Spirituals. And the Swanee Quintet. Gospel Fest 2023, November 18th, 5 p.m. at the Paxton Revival Center, 5461 Commonwealth Avenue in Jacksonville. Tickets available at Eventbrite. For info, 904-813-0085.
Hello, Queen. You know, someone once said life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you respond to it. Have you had some issues that you just maybe needed to discuss, or some things that you would want to share with someone but didn't have a place or a platform? The green room, the green room, the green room. The green room is that place where women come to share their ideas, their do's, their don'ts, their always, their nevers, their lessons learned. I'm inviting you to tune in every week to the green room. It's our place. The truth of the matter is, we all have greatness inside of us. You just need a little help to bring it out. It's me, Mischell Gee. Meet me in the green room.